Hey, good morning. What's up, real Mama Fifi? I hope you all are doing well. I am on my way to this QT um, and just chilling, you all. Just enjoying life. Everything is going really well. Um, just looking at what's trending on YouTube and in the beef sector, and it's interesting. That's all I can say. It's interesting. I'm also looking at the national debt skyrocket up. So these people who are so fiscally concerned now they're silent because the debt is going up. It's always been going up under Democrat and Republican, so no one's hands are clean. No one's hands are clean, but seems like it's going up really quickly during this administration here. So I'm just I'm looking at that. Um, yeah, so that's what's really going on, you all. Um, I'm not in the mood, I guess, to talk about the frivolous things that people, I guess, want you to talk about in the beef sector. Um, it's dry. The plays have really, really screwed the sector up because things don't happen organically. And at this particular point, no one is really looking at anyone in great details because it's not worth watching, to be honest. And there's no shade, no slight on people. But again, that's where I am with the beef sector. Every once in a while, somebody will send me something, and I'm like, oh, wow. But it's just been really interesting. But while you was laughing at me this morning, Coffee Bean, baby, they was laughing at me because I went to the What a Burger and got one of them honey biscuits, and I ate the biscuits and the hash browns. I mean, that's what people do eat, but people were making such a big squawk out of it, and it seemed like the person who had the most content out of it is the one who sitting up there busting out of her clothes. Baby, but you can't tell these girls 2 cents. But it is what it is. I'm sitting here laughing. I'm like, it's bad that I'm. I guess I'm content and don't realize it because it is dry. And baby, as they would say, it is what it is. So, oh, Queen Tulsa. Yeah, and then people like, oh, she done read you, child. It ain't no friends on YouTube. People will love you on your platform and crucify you on another one. This is why I don't get all lost in the sauce. And people like, well, I'm learning now that some things ain't worth the fight, child. You just move on and whatever, and keep on going because people want a little something. And I'm not even saying Tulsa, but I'm just saying people in general, they want a little something, baby. People want to fight, and because they gotta have something going on. Even the Dragon situation. How many times have we seen Dragon use Lemon, get something from them, and then cuss them out later? Uh, It's like what's gonna happen. So it's just like, okay, right. You move on. I was talking about that Brian situation, and Brian got problems. He really does, and I mean, and I'm glad he recognizes that he's not a good friend, and I really think he needs to go see a therapist. My thing is, I don't disregard people's feelings, but if that's supposed to be your friend, and that man has stuck with you, and y'all friends, it's not like y'all sleeping together, y'all friends. So now all of a sudden, you find something out about this person, and you're taking it personally, and the thing is happening to your friend. Then you talk about Roe and Roe's situation, and you never met Roe. So here you go. I guess you're throwing Roe under the bus, I guess. And I'm like, well, damn. And I understand why you don't have friends because you know, that man, I guess, needed someone to talk to at that time. And you said you hurried up and got off that phone. And you said you would call him back. And you did. And I'm like, are you serious? But that's what people do. And I just think it's sad. I just think it's sad. Coffee beans. Let me say this, coffee beans. I know how these people operate. And my thing is, I was eating my yogurt. And it's like, okay, girl, and people take it how they want to. I'm not apologizing. I ain't doing none of that. I said what I said. I told you what I was eating. And I said, you don't buy shit in my house. I'll buy my food. And if I want to eat a pterodactyl wing, damn it, at night, I can do it. Because whose house is it? It's mine. Whose food is it? It's mine. And like I said, people be getting mad for the wrong reason. But then when people up there talking about you like a dog and using you and all of this, child, I'm telling you, people something else. And my thing is, I called it as well, but it's all good. It's all good. See, people don't think things are going to work. See, they don't think things long term. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm telling you. And people don't want to click on the link and stuff. You don't have to click on it. I'm to the point where if I go, I'll go if I have to go by myself. Huh? Y'all remember that song? I'll go if I have to go by myself. By myself. I'll go if I have to go by myself. By myself. If my mother don't go, if my father don't go, if my sister don't go, if my brother don't go, I'll go if I have to go by myself. By myself. I want you to send me, I'll go. Okay? Or I'll go. Y'all remember that song? I'll go. I'll go. I'll go. If the Lord wants somebody, needs somebody, here am I. I'll go. Then they said, I may be hurting. I'll go. Lord, I'm hurting, but you know what? If you send me, I'm going to go. I may be sick and broke, but I'll go. You know, them souls used to kill me. Okay, well, girl, if you're doing all of that, I don't want you to go. You need to stay. Okay? But if people want to be so deep. They want, baby, that false modesty. They want to be so deep. But I'm here to say that if you don't go with me, I'll go by myself. I don't need you. Okay? And I'm not trying to be nasty, but folk really think you need them. And my thing is, at the end of the day, no. Now, are you welcome here? Welcome to this place. You are. But when you start getting a little shady and stuff, I throw shade right back. And then you can't take that shade, and then people get mad and want to go, but baby, you go. And I like thee, Miss O. Lord knows I do. Lord knows I do. Okay? Oh, here come Brian. Brian, I agree with you. I think you're a bad friend. I really agree with you on this one. You ghosted that man. That man needed you. And you ghosted him. And I'm sure he was with you when you was going through your health challenges. And all of a sudden, and you leave him. And let me say this too. I am not upset because you are conflicted and you feel some kind of way, because no one is taking your feelings away. But you made it all about you. And the real deal is it's about your friend, Dwayne. Okay? It's really about Dwayne and what Dwayne is going through. And Dwayne thought you was a friend. For him to even tell you that, and then this is what you do, I mean, it's like, wow. I'm like, wow. And then you told it. And you have every right to tell it. But, if you didn't think we weren't going to comment on it, child, It's terrible. And then you threw Roe under the bus. Ooh, child, just pure messiness at its best. You hear me? I'm like, my God, today. Who does that? Hold on for a minute, y'all. I'll be right back.
I'm a testing one, two. Which one? Which one? Okay, this one here. So I'm agreeing with Brian. Everything what Brian said, I'm agreeing with. I'm agreeing with right now. I'm in agreement with you. That was so nasty. I couldn't believe that you were even telling people this. I mean, and I'm not saying anything that you didn't say. I'm not talking under your clothes. I'm not calling you out of your name. I'm just telling you from the accounts that you gave how messed up that was. And we understand you didn't have sex with the man. You told us about 20 times. So we get it. It was sexual. It was sexual. It was sexual. It was sexual. I'm like, okay, we get it. Okay. All right. It was sexual. And the sad part about it is truth. Anyway. Mm-mm-mm. Did you call them yet? I hope you called them. And I hope you got it right. I hope you called the man, to be honest. I mean, I really do. Because the longer the longer you don't call him, the worse the situation is going to become. And if let me tell you something, see, and this is why people don't have friends. This is why people can't keep nobody in their life and stuff because they do messed up stuff like that. I'm like, wow, and that's a huge character flaw. Now I can understand you being nervous. I can understand you being uncomfortable because you're hearing something about somebody and everything. And my thing is, can you be that friend? Like I told you all, there have been many situations um, that I didn't care for. Many, many situations. Man, you better stop. That's a whole school bus. Are these people crazy? That's a whole school bus. Ooh, these people. Ooh, they be doing the most. So anyway, you all, I had a whole friend, and she met this person and married them the next week. I'm like, are you sure? Did you talk to your sister? And when she said her sister was okay, I was good because I know one of her sister has some really good judgments. Her sister been married for a long time. And I'm like, ooh, that's real. But I'm like, okay. I'm like, if you good with it, I'm good with it. I'm like, and so I thought it was too soon, but hey, if she was happy, I'm gonna support her, right? Then 4 months, they talking about divorce. 4 months later, they talking about divorce, right? I didn't tell my friend I told you so, or no, I sure didn't. I said, are you okay? She told me what happened, and you all, this is her one, two, three. This is her third marriage. And I just was a friend. I listened, and I'm like, look, I didn't say anything because I didn't want you to be upset. I asked you those questions. I asked you, are you sure? You told me you were, and I didn't press the issue anymore. I said I thought it was soon, but I said if you're happy, I'm like, if the Joker got a job, I'm like, okay, I was good with that, right? He had a job and things. I'm like, okay, okay. But when things went south, I'm like, okay, no, I told you so because again, it was not about me. It was actually about her, and it was her situation. And as a friend, it's about her plight. And you know what, you all, at least he was honest. But I think this is where the therapy needs to come in because folk don't have any empathy. And then when things happen, then they know they did wrong, and then they'll tell it and they'll express it, but there's no change. There's no turnaround. And I think that's where it becomes problematic. So again, I am not I'm not beating the brother up for feeling awkward and stuff. But then if this is your friend, you pull yourself together. And Brian, to be honest, you could have sat there and listened to the man and just gave non-verbal and verbal cues. Well, at least verbal cues like, I hear you. So how does that make you feel? How are you feeling right now? And you could have just listened. Maybe he just wanted somebody to listen to him and not say anything. And you could have, I don't know. But y'all, I just think it's really bad. I don't want no friend like that, child. I mean, with friends like that, who needs enemies? And this is why people be ghosting you up in Austin. I ain't trying to be shady, but when you do this to people, people do this to you. And my thing is, what you reap is what you sow. So if you put out that, then that's what you're gonna get back. And my thing is, now you're gonna go through something that's gonna be traumatic, and then somebody's gonna ghost you. You gotta watch that kind of stuff. You know, this man's health is not adversely affecting you unless you're sleeping with him. And you said 55 times, I ain't sleeping with her. I ain't sleeping with her. Okay, so we know that's not the case, according to you. So what's the big deal? Now you said that y'all was friends on a deeper level and y'all would talk and all of that stuff and so on and so forth. And then you came forward to say you don't even know if you want to sit next to the man. And I'm like, oh my God. You know, that's just like me saying I don't want to sit next to somebody with cancer. I don't want to sit next to somebody with diabetes and hypertension. I'm like, really though? But hey, so like I said, I hope that young man or that man makes it. I hope he talks to his doctor, and I hope he lives a productive life. That's what my prayer is, and I hope he finds some friends who are going to support him in his life journey, no matter what, because friends are going to be friends, true friends. Now, notice I'm not talking under nobody's clothes. I'm not calling anybody names. I am just only expressing things that the other person has said. Brian said he's a bad friend. He said it out loud, and I'm only agreeing with him. Now, you can make it right by calling that man and say, hey, I apologize, and you know what? I wasn't a really good friend because I've done X, Y, Z, this, and the third. So anyway, y'all, hold on for a minute. Hello?
Jay Wilson, okay, if you call me a name, what is that gonna do to me? Like the
I'm not.
problem
I'm
I
not
have.
gonna call you the
Man,
name.
listen,
Why?
I'm telling
Hold on.
you,
Hold on. I'm not
okay,
calling you a name. I'm just saying I agree with you. I agree with you. So did you
man,
call
you
him
said
back?
that 4 times already. Okay, you
Did you
said that
call him?
already.
Did you call him
The
back?
problem I
Did you
have with
call him
you
back?
is
No, Brian.
you
Hold
want to
on.
take
Hold
from
on.
people's
Hold on.
situation, man.
Did
Man,
you call
whatever,
him
dog.
back?
You just
Did you
weird. You are
call him
one
back?
weird.
No, no,
You
no,
are
no, no.
one weird.
Call him
No,
back.
I ain't got to answer shit.
You didn't
You are
call him
so
back.
fucking
You didn't
weird.
call him back. I got you, but you didn't call him back, and
You
that's
just
it. But you
weird.
know what,
You want to
Brian?
watch
This is
people's
exact.
videos and
Look.
get
This
personal
is
with it. You think I
exactly
give a
what
fuck if
you
you call me a
say.
name or not? Who cares if you
This is
call me a
what you
name or
say.
not? It ain't your fucking
This is what
situation.
you
I don't
said.
give a fuck
This is
what you
what you
think
said.
about
Well,
it.
you put it
Who
on
cares?
YouTube, and so you put it on
Who
YouTube, and we're
cares?
gonna talk about it. Well, you
Like I give a fuck about your opinion. You notice I didn't call him any names. Who gives a fuck? You call me a name, I call you one back. Who gives a fuck? You the one take shit personal. You the one take people's problems,
and you
and now
call him
you're
out a
all
good
huffing
friend,
and
and that's
puffing
what you
about it. Girl,
call him
shut
out,
up. Shut up.
right? And it's okay. So you do. I mean, And you never take any accountability for your shit. You came up here and you told that whole story. And now somebody's talking about it. Now you get pissed off about it. And I'm
Bitch, I don't
like,
have to
really?
I don't have to answer to you
Really?
about a goddamn
Really?
thing.
You
I went
go,
on my
you go,
channel and talked on my motherfucking channel.
you
Fuck
go,
you and
and
your
you know what?
judgment.
I'm on my channel talking about
Fuck
it as
you and
well.
your judgment.
So,
Okay,
but
I don't
bro,
give a
I don't
fuck what you think about it,
look,
bitch.
all of that
Who
foolishness,
cares?
all of that cussing, it's irrelevant because again, at the end of the day, Brian, I'm only saying what you said. You said that you were a bad friend, and I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
Y'all notice I ain't say nothing bad about under his clothes and this and that. Bitch, I wouldn't give a flying fuck if you did. That's
So
your
we talk
fucking
about it. So
opinion.
okay, so anyway,
That's your
that's what you
motherfucking
got.
opinion.
Okay, it's my opinion. Now, and that's why we're on here because we give opinion, and that's it. You brought it out, and so now we're gonna talk about it, and that's what we're doing. So I don't care
And
if you
thank
don't
God I'm
care
not your
what I
fucking
say.
friend. I'm not a bad friend on nobody.
Well, you
Who gives
said
a
you
fuck
were.
with friends like you?
No, sir.
Nigga,
You
with
said
friends like
no,
you.
sir.
So I
You
don't give a
said
fuck
you
what you
were.
got to say. I came
No,
up here to let
sir.
you know
You
that.
said you were.
So you
I
have a
don't
blessed
care.
day,
I
okay?
don't care. You have a blessed day. And
And
this
I
is
and look
exactly what I
and
meant.
look and
This
look
is
and look
exactly
and
what
I
I
still
meant.
love you
This
too.
is
And I
exactly.
still
You
love
don't have
you.
to. You still a
I
man.
still
Hey,
love
you
you,
do
and
as
I
you
want you
want,
to have a
Brian.
blessed
But why are you
day.
so
I
upset?
still
Why are you
love
so
you.
upset? You are
I
the one
still
who's
love you.
upset. You
I
are.
still love you. I'm a
It
good
don't matter. It
friend.
don't matter. You call your
Yeah,
friend
it
and you
does matter
call
because
him
you
and you
need
talk
somebody
to
to
your
love your
friend.
ass because you
Call your
always turn
friend.
on people.
Call your
So
friend
anyway,
and tell him you're sorry. Call him.
I ain't
You're the
got to
one
do
who needs to
shit.
call him. You're the one who needs to call him. Don't tell me you love me. You need to call him and say, hey, I know you're going through right now and it's a
This
traumatic
shit is
situation,
crazy. This
but I
is some
love
crazy
you.
shit.
No, it's not crazy. You
This is
crazy. You
crazy.
bringing this whole
No,
thing out. So did you
I
bring this
don't
out?
give a
Is this
fuck
a
what you
play?
say. I think
Is this
you're
a play
crazy.
for you? Is this a play for you?
No,
Is
it's
this
not
a
a play
play
for
thing for
me.
you? Okay then,
And I
call your
think the
friend
world
and
knows
tell
it's
him.
not a play for me. Get the fuck.
Call
I
your
don't do
friend and
that.
tell him.
I don't
Call
do
your
that.
friend because
Hence
you
the
the
reason
one
why
who
you just
said
brought
that.
up an
Now you
Austin
all see
person
this.
standing me up. I talked
Brian
to the
just
Austin
came
person the
on.
other day,
Brian
yesterday
just
actually.
came on, said
So
all of this
whatever.
stuff,
I don't care what you
said
say.
all of this stuff, and now he still ain't called that man back because that's the kind of person you are. And it's all good, Brian. You right.
You don't know
And the
what
only
I've
thing
done.
I'm saying,
You
and the
don't
only
know
thing
what
I'm
I've
telling
done.
you, the only
You
thing
do
I'm
not know
telling you
what
is
I've
what you
done.
said. So did you
You
call
don't
him
know
back?
what I've
So
done.
did you call him back?
You
Did you
don't
call
know
him
what
back?
I've done. So think what
So
the
did you
fuck you
call him
want to
back?
think.
So
I
Brian,
don't
did you
care.
call him back?
Think,
Did you call
think
him
what you
back?
want to think.
Brian, did you call him
And I
back?
and
Did
I
you
talked to
call
the
him
Austin
back?
person yesterday.
Brian, did you call
Get
him
the fuck
back?
out of my business. I talked to the
Did
Austin
you call
person
him back?
yesterday.
Did you call
so
him back?
so
No.
bring up
I could care
Austin
less
all you
about the
want.
Austin person
Well,
now.
you
Did
sure
you
brought
call
him
him
up like
back?
you
Did
did.
you
You
call
sure
your
brought him
friend
up
back?
like you do care
Did
about
you?
him,
Because
right?
he ghosted. He
Okay,
ghosted you
so
behind,
anyway, with
and
friends like
you didn't
me,
feel
with
good.
friends
You didn't
like
feel
me, you'll
good.
get an
You did
experience.
not feel good when he ghosted you, and that's how you did your friend. Because that's how you do people. Did you call him back? No, you said you did. But the thing is, Ryan, this
Yeah,
is
I
your
didn't,
video.
bitch. You didn't hear me say
This
shit.
is this
You
is
didn't
your
hear me say
video.
a motherfucking
This
thing.
is your video, Brian. We heard your
The
video.
fuck
You
wrong with
sat
your
there and said this
crazy
is your
ass?
video.
I
No,
think you're
I'm not
crazy as
crazy
cat
because I'm
piss.
not
And
ghosting.
that's what I do think you're crazy
I'm
as
not
cat piss.
ghosting. I'm not ghosting
I think
friends
you're crazy
because
as
I don't
cat
ghost
piss. That's
friends.
what I
No,
really do think that you
I
are.
think you
You be in
crazy,
everybody fucking business
baby.
and you want
Y'all
to
see
cast
this?
judgment on
Y'all
them.
see this?
Bitch,
Y'all
I ain't
see
gonna be
this?
that person.
Y'all see
You ain't
this?
gonna cast
Brian
judgment on
sat
me,
there
bitch.
and
You don't know
said
my
to us.
situation at all. So I don't give a
Brian
fuck
sat
what
there
you
and
think.
said
Fuck
to
your thoughts
us.
and your feelings, bitch.
Brian
Now let me
said
go
to
get my
us.
knife right quick.
Go, you go right ahead. Good night. Brian just said to us that this is what he did. These are your words. These are your words.
And
These are
Pastor,
your
I be
words.
hating that we have to go this way. I swear I
These are
try
your
to
words.
respect you.
These are words.
I
No, no,
want
no,
to
no, no. I
respect
try to
you.
respect you. But
I
these
look up
words,
to you. I
these
swear to
are
God,
your
I do
words.
look up to you.
Well,
I
you
look
look
up
up
to
to me
you,
then, apologize to that man and call your
bitch.
friend and be a friend. Be a friend to that man. If that
I
man has
already
been
did.
by your side, okay then. Well, you should have said it. But my thing is, you was
I ain't got
struggling
to
with
say
that.
shit.
Child, y'all see this? Y'all see this mess? See, this is the guy. And then you want to
You don't
dissect
like
me
to have
about
a
somebody crazy.
conversation. See, your conversation
Child.
is look at you. Your conversation is sitting up there judging somebody and bringing it to your audience to try to
No,
judge
sir. You judge
somebody.
yourself. when you
I
said
didn't
you were a
judge
bad
nobody.
friend out of your mouth, you
I
said
didn't judge
you were a
nobody,
bad
but
friend out of.
okay.
You said
I'm
you
gonna
were a
have a
bad
beautiful
friend.
day today.
Did not
I'm gonna
Brian
be
say you was a
somebody.
bad friend out of his mouth? You the one who said that. I've only said what you said. And
I'm
then
gonna have a
no,
beautiful day
I've only
today.
said, well, have
I'm
your
gonna
beautiful day.
I'm gonna
Well,
thank
y'all see
God that
this?
I'm alive. I'm gonna
Well,
thank
that's
God that I
good.
don't have to take
That's good.
hypertension medicine
That's
anymore,
good.
and that
That's
and
good.
that and that I
That's good.
got
But
myself
was that
together.
friend with you when you were going through hypertension? Did he say, "Oh, I don't want to be with you because you got high blood pressure"? Bye.
Did you say that to
Mm-hmm.
me? Did
So
you say
so
that to
so you
me?
see that?
Okay, then.
Oh,
So there go
I
your
did.
answer.
I did. But my thing is this
Okay,
again, like you
okay
said
then.
it to him. I mean, how
Okay.
you gonna come on? You gonna do a whole diatribe on what you feel, and then we talk about it, and then you get mad, and you
No,
get
it's not
mad,
the point. Okay, but let me
and you
respond
get
to
mad,
you. Let me
and
respond
you
to
get
you.
mad.
Let me respond to you. It's not the point that you're talking about it. It's the point that you sitting up here passing judgment to somebody, and I don't tell you how to feel. I don't tell you. So first of all, you can call me a bad friend. Thank God I'm not your friend. I don't care about what you think about me. I know I'm a good person, and I would give my last to somebody. Okay, I
You
don't
so
have to justify.
schizophrenic.
I don't. I don't.
Did
I
you
don't
hear
have
your
to justify.
video? Did you hear your video? This was your video, Brian. This was your video. So did you hear your video? Did you
Well,
hear
first
what
of all,
he
why
was
do you have
saying?
to be so hostile? Why do you have to
I'm not
start the day off
hostile.
like that? Why we can't have a conversation?
I am asking you, did you
Well,
hear your
calm
video?
down, please,
So
because
what
I
was
mean,
that? Oh no,
I
I'm
just,
not the one cursing you out. I'm
well,
not the one
listen,
acting
can we?
crazy.
Okay,
I'm not the
listen.
one
Let
doing
me
this.
drop
But
down
my
and I'll
question
come
to
back.
you
Okay,
is,
let
yeah,
me
you might
drop
need to
down
do
and I'll
that.
come
Go
back,
ahead
and
and do
maybe we
that.
can have a
Maybe
conversation. Okay,
maybe we
so let
can.
me.
But
Okay, so
because
let
this
me
is what
drop
you
down and
said.
we'll start over. Okay.
This is what you said. Go ahead, because this is what you said. I can't understand. He sat there, made that whole video. Made that whole video. Again, I'm only saying what you said. You said you were a bad friend because this man was telling you his situation. You sat there, you said your neck started hurting, and you said, this is your words, you rushed that man off the phone and you didn't call him back. That's your words. And then you said you were all for friends. And then you said a whole lot of other stuff. These are things you said. So my thing is justify
Okay.
what you said.
I ain't got to justify shit though, but let me just
Well, see,
start
that's the
off.
problem then. That's the problem.
Okay, well,
That's
let
the
me
problem.
start off.
We don't have no. Let me
First of
say
all,
this.
like I
We
said,
don't
good
have anything
morning.
to talk about there. So
Like
my
I
thing is
said,
this.
good morning.
My thing
Good
is this. No,
morning.
Brian. No, 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 no. So why did you make the video? Why did you even bring the video out?
Because
So
I
why did
felt
you
like
make the
I
video?
paid myself. Well, you're gonna ask me a question and talk, or I'll just wait till you get done. Go ahead, 'cause this is your channel. I'm gonna be respectful. Go ahead. I'll go on mute. Let me know when I can talk.
So, I mean, Brian, don't pull the mess. Why did you make the video? The question is the question. I'm waiting for you to answer the question. Why did you even make the video? Because the only thing we're doing is going off of your video. Everything that I said was what you said in your video. So now that I am telling you what you said in your video, I'm the bad person. I'm the crazy person. But yet, this is your video. These are words that you said, not me. These are your words. And now that your words are coming back, all of a sudden everybody is the bad person. And my thing is, why does it have to be about you when your friend was going through something? I mean, wasn't he the one who was going through something? And you wasn't sleeping with him. So my thing is, what's the big deal again? Because you ain't sleeping with him. So what's the big deal? So I'll let you go ahead and answer now. Go ahead. I'm here. But all of this stuff was what you said. Go ahead, Brian.
Okay, and like I said, a good morning. I hope you're having a great morning. I don't want to start the day off negative like this, cussing and yelling. I'm willing to have a conversation. So to go ahead and answer your questions first, why did I make the video? Well, because I feel like if I pay my light bill and I paid the couch I'm sitting on, and I paid my cell phone bill and I paid my internet bill, I feel like I can do what I want to do. That's the first part of that question, the first answer. The B part to that answer is because maybe I felt like getting it off my chest, and I can do what I have to do and want to do without justification from you or any other person on this internet. So that's the answer. That's the full answer to that question. Second of all, I am a great friend. Okay, I have my own anxiety and things like that I deal with, and sometimes I can't handle traumatic stuff like that. And to answer Coffee Beans, if I didn't care about my own blood, why would I care about his blood? Coffee Beans, well, why don't you tell it to your mother, Coffee Beans? Okay, you don't know what the fuck I cared about. So I really don't care. I'm built for this. I don't care. Y'all can mud slang, talk bad about me, bitch. I will give you the shit out of my ass to eat, bitch, on a plate. I don't care about what you bitches got to say, your judgment, this and that. I'm a great friend. And I didn't know how to handle that situation. You don't know what type of intellectual relationship me and that person was in if we was meeting up trying to get to know each other and stuff like that. You don't know what that did to me and what anxiety and stuff like that might have caused me. So what the fuck are you talking about? I
But
can make
your friend is going through the situation.
well, I can only answer for myself. I can only answer for myself. But like I said, I called my friend last night and we had a nice conversation and I was very raw and I was very honest with my friend and all is forgiven. You know, all is forgiven. He said that he understands and that's something that you just can't dump on somebody, especially you don't know people's different levels that they have. Some people might have a higher level of capacity. Some people might have a lower level of capacity. And Sir King, you fucking frog throat Yagget, bitch. I heard what you said. I just got through from watching what you said about me, bitch. And you know what? You must be talking to yourself, bitch. Okay? Now when you muster up some energy to show your fat ass, bitch, then Lemon did it, so why the fuck you can't do it, bitch? When you find some energy to show your fat ass bitch, fuck you. That's all I'm gonna say. Sir King, you don't get nothing from me, bitch. And thank you for watching me. You're one of my biggest criticizers and fans, bitch. And I'm gonna always have you in a special place. And that's where your mouth position where my asshole is.
Well, you
That's
know
where
what?
your mouth is positioned where my asshole is.
I'm glad that your friend was a forgiving person because he really didn't deserve it. But thank God he's forgiven
Didn't
and
deserve
he's a
what?
good person
Didn't
because he
deserve
didn't.
what? So you wanted me to act out on emotion and just not give him the best understanding that I could give. I needed time to process that. I needed time to talk
Wow,
about it.
but it's
Wow, whatever. I don't care.
but it's
I
him.
don't live
But it's
under
your
your
friend. But it's your
guidelines.
friend. But it's your friend who's going through.
I don't live under your guidelines. We're not the
No,
same
you don't.
person.
You don't, Brian. Let
Okay,
me
so
say
what
this.
the fuck are
Let
you
me say
talking
this
about?
though. But if this is if you're so unfazed by this, then it shouldn't really matter what I say. I mean, if you're so unfazed by this,
I
so
don't like your
honey,
judgment when I thought that you was better
well,
than that.
it's
I don't
not
like you
judgment.
judging me.
It was,
I would hope that you
it's
would
not, no, 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 no,
understand
no,
where
no,
I
no,
was
no, no.
coming from.
It's not a
I would
judgment.
hope that you would understand where I was coming from.
It's not a judgment. It's an observation. It's not a judgment. It's an observation. It's an observation. So it's no judgment. We observed. We heard what you said out of your mouth.
What I
And
said.
but I am so glad that you got the nerve and the courage to call your friend and let him know that's great. And I am so glad that your friend is a friend and understanding to say, okay, I get it. Because he really didn't
I'm
have
a
to do
friend
that.
too. I'm a friend
He
too as
didn't have to
well.
do that.
Because when
He didn't have to
he
do
sat
that.
down and asked, hold up, excuse me, please, with all due respect. When he called me up and say, "Hey, I need to talk. Can you meet me here?" I drop what I'm doing and go sit and talk with him, and he tells me a lot of stuff. So what the fuck are you talking about? I am a great friend. I didn't know how
Yeah,
to handle that.
I rushed him off the
I
phone
did
and
because
I
okay,
ghosted him and
I
all
did
of this
because
great
what?
stuff. Okay. Well, Brian, just
This
admit it.
is
That was messed up. That
admit
was really
what?
messed up. It was messed up. It was really messed up. But that's the whole thing, Brian. And you know what? You don't see it, and so what's the big whoop? You know, and then you get mad because people are talking about it. You put it on YouTube, and so we're talking about it. And no, I'm not calling you out of your name and all of this stuff. I'm just calling what we saw.
Well,
Everything
do
that
you
I
want to
said.
call me out of my name? Why do you keep saying that?
No,
I didn't know that. I didn't know I
I
did
am saying
something.
that because I am saying that because at the end of the day, that's what most people do. But the sad part about this is
Like I
we're
can't call
only
them out of their names as
and
well.
the only thing we are saying
I could
is
talk back. I'm very
the
good
only
at it.
thing the only thing we're saying is we are listening to your conversation and said verbatim what you said, and the people thought that it was just messed up. That's how you felt verbatim. No one
I don't
added
give a fuck what they.
anything,
I don't
took
care.
away. We listened to what you
I
said, and
don't.
I'm
I
like,
don't give
well,
a
wow, with
flying
friends
fuck
like
what the
that,
people say.
we
Fuck the
know, and we
people.
know you don't, and we know you don't, and we know you don't,
I don't
and
give a
that's
fuck
the case.
because if I live by
We
what
know you
people
don't.
say, I won't be
We know
living for
you don't.
myself.
We know you don't.
Okay.
We know you don't. But that's
Okay.
all good.
Well,
But
just
Brian,
like
let
you
me say
don't
this.
care about
Let
what
me
the
say this.
people say,
That
right?
that that
You
was
don't
that
care
was
about what the people
that
say,
was
right?
that
You
was
don't
that's
care
what the.
about what the
But
people
no, no,
say.
no, no. First of all,
Okay. So yeah.
I'm not bringing anything like that to light.
Okay. And
And second of
I
all,
am. So
and
what? I am. So
second of
what? So
all,
what?
you
So what?
said you were a bad
So
friend.
what?
Those are your words.
Well,
Those are your words.
I was, and then I
Okay.
called my friend. I called my
Okay,
friend,
but
and
but but but
and you know
but
what
that
I needed.
those are your
And
words.
Pastor, let me say this.
So why you getting mad because people are only saying what you said?
No,
It's not
because
like
you're
somebody's
judging me.
lying. No,
You're
no, it's an
judging me.
observation. It's an observation, and you got mad at Sir
Well, can
King
we have a
because
conversation, please? I
even
won't
though you
interrupt
don't like
you.
Sir King really brought some stuff out that you have done in the past, and people like, oh yeah, that
But
made
what did
me
I do in
upset.
the past? What did he bring out that I did in the past? What did he bring out?
Yeah, yeah. You threw Roe under the bus. Even with the Roe thing, I'm like, okay, you don't
Oh
talk about
wow.
Roe, but you brought Roe up. You brought Roe up, and I'm like, did he just bring Roe up? And I'm like, well, damn.
Let me
Look,
explain it to you.
these are hold on. These are your words. I ain't never meet Roe though. I know him, but I ain't never meet Roe. I'm like, what f this? Are you
Well, first of
serious?
all, the Misso and Ro talked about this last night. I brought him up to reference that, he had a multiple people tell him about their diagnoses, and I said I wish I was kind of stronger like him, but I'm not him. Like I brought it in reference to him handling the situation and the way I handled the situation. I'm very aware that I ran past. I don't need for you to beat me up. I beat myself up already. I don't need for you to beat me up about this and
Well,
judge and talk bad about me and stuff. I don't need that.
but you brought it on YouTube, and people are gonna
So
talk
what?
about it. Okay, well, so what then? Well, then you bring it on YouTube. I ate a damn biscuit, and folk act like I ate a whole 58 biscuits, but I ain't tripping.
And I'm glad
It is
that
what
you
it is.
enjoyed that recommendation that I gave you. You see?
I enjoyed that
And
biscuit,
thank
but
you
my
so
thing
much.
is,
And that brought me joy.
but my thing is this.
That brought me joy that I can
Just as true,
recommend.
it may have brought you joy. It brought some
Hmm.
people some other things, but guess what? It is what
Well,
it
I'm
is.
not one of those people. Don't treat me like one of those
Well,
people that made
I'm
fun of
sorry,
you.
but
I didn't
Brian.
do that.
I'm not making fun of you, but I'm letting you know what you said was like really because it didn't put you in a good light. It made you look like a
Well,
bad
so
friend,
what? But you know what? I'm human. I'm
when you
human.
admitted it, well, okay then.
I
But
am
my thing is this,
human.
Brian.
It's okay to be human. It is okay to be human.
It's
It's
okay
okay
to
to
be
be
human.
different
But
and
my
not
thing
like
is this.
everybody else. And to be able to handle a situation,
Well,
think about it, have a conversation about it, and at the end of the day, have a good resolution with the person that I truly care about. Maybe I needed to do it that way because maybe I would have never knew the right words to comfort that person. Maybe I needed to come and speak about it and get off my chest and have a
and
powwow.
that's
There's
great,
nothing
Brian.
wrong with
That's
that.
great. But
There's
then
nothing.
you're gonna get feedback. And the thing is, you
Well,
act like you got a problem with the feedback, but the feedback
but
ain't
the
wrong.
difference is about
But the
that,
feedback,
Pastor. Pastor, let me tell you.
hold on though. But the
Hmm.
feedback ain't
Yes,
wrong.
sir.
Tell us where we
Yes,
were wrong. Tell us where we
yes,
were
sir.
wrong. Because the only thing we said, Brian, is what you said. See, this is the
Okay.
thing. It's not anybody add anything to it. It's what
Yeah.
you said. These
And
are
unfortunately,
your
you're
words.
correct.
And I am glad that you called your friend and got it together. Because I did say the longer you wait, the more hurtful this could become. Because you didn't know what state that man was in at that time. And to even trust you with this to tell you, and then all of a sudden you said you rushed him off the phone. And so I understand you had to process that, Brian. But my thing is, hey, tell your boy, hey man, I gotta process this. This is heavy. This is really heavy, and so on and so forth. But you rushed them off, then you ghosted them. But I'm glad you called them back. But Brian, if you didn't think nobody was gonna say anything and give you feedback, you were mistaken. And that's the whole thing. And it ain't even judgment. It's just what we observed. It's what you said. So don't get mad at people because they're only bringing back what you said. I'm glad that you worked it out and talked to them. I think your friend is a big person, and especially going
Nah,
through what he's going
nah,
through.
nah. Well, let me explain something to you right quick. I am a good person. Don't you ever get that twisted. Okay, they have people out here that really love me because they see the good in me. It's
Brian,
not my
nobody's not
fault that.
saying that, but
Well,
you the
listen to
one was
it.
saying.
Okay, I
But
can't even
Brian,
talk. Okay.
Brian, your conscience got to you because you were saying you were a bad person, and I'm not trying to harp on that, but you knew that that action that you had did to that man was messed up. You know that that was messed up, and your conscience, whether you call it your conscience, the Holy Spirit, or whatever, it was bothering you because you know that you didn't do that man right. And I'm just glad that you got it right, thank goodness. But don't get mad at people because they say, well, damn, Brian, that was kind of messed up, because it was. Now, nobody ain't saying you're a bad person, but sometimes, Brian, I don't think you think things through all the way. And to even come
No,
on
I
here
know.
and
I think things very
think
much true.
nobody
But
was
let me
going
ask you a question. May I ask you a question with all due respect? Now, what if I came to you? Oh, now let's say hypothetically speaking, me and you are good friends, and I come to you and say I like to kill people 4 times a week. Do you expect me? Do you expect me to just hurry up and make you process and say, hey? Brian, we're still friends. Oh, you need time to think about that shit. You need time to think about. So I
But
don't,
did your friend
people
kill 4 people? Did your
listen,
friend kill
listen
four
to
people? Did he
listen
kill
to
4 people though? Now, if you
Oh my
came to me
God,
and say,
you are
Jay
so
Wilson,
impossible to have
if
a
you
conversation with.
no, Brian, because you
Look,
trying to
look,
justify.
look,
If you would have,
look.
if you came to me and say if you came to me and say I have terminal cancer, I would be like, well, damn, Brian, I'm so sorry that you have that. But Brian, let me say this. When your ass came on with that tube in your nose, that should have been benefit enough to say, you know what,
Well,
brother is going
well,
through.
why do you bring
Brother
that
is
up
going
though?
through
You want to you, yeah, you want to bring that up to
because
always
that
okay,
was
bring it
something,
up,
but
bring it up.
nobody, no, because nobody
Jehovah God
abandoned
made
your ass.
me.
No,
Jehovah
no,
God
no,
said,
no, no, no,
Brian, I
no,
still
sir,
want you
no,
here.
sir,
I
no,
still
sir,
love you,
no, no, no,
Brian. You
no,
still
no.
have a
Listen,
purpose
Brian, hold on,
in
no,
this
no,
world.
no, 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 no,
So
no,
so
no.
that's what Jehovah God
Listen,
told
Brian,
me. So
absolutely
whatever
not.
you try to do to hurt me,
Nobody,
bitch, it ain't
no,
gonna work.
no,
I
no,
was
no,
sick.
nobody.
I was
No,
really
no,
sick,
no,
and
no,
I was
no,
at
no,
my
Brian.
lowest.
Listen
I
to
was
you.
at my
Listen to you.
lowest. Yeah,
Look,
I
look,
was.
you don't get it, Brian. You don't get it. You were at your lowest, but
I
nobody
was sick, and
abandoned
thank
your.
God for Honest Row.
I'm
Honest Row
not
was a
done.
good
No, no, no,
person,
Brian.
and he
But
really
hold on.
did keep me
But look,
sane
look, look,
during
look,
that
look, Brian.
time.
You don't get it.
And
Do
so
you not
I
get it?
love my
Do
friendship with
you
Roe.
not get
I
it,
love.
Brian? Nobody.
I am a
Okay,
good
Brian.
person, and I'm not
The
gonna let
thing
you
is,
tell me
Brian.
I'm
No,
not a
no,
good person.
absolutely not. No,
I'm
no,
not gonna
no,
let you
no.
tell
You
me
don't
that. I
want to.
have a good
Brian,
heart.
stop deflecting because you don't want to hear it.
I ain't deflecting
Nobody
on shit. I have a great
look,
heart. I'm a loving person.
nobody abandoned you. Nobody left you. People were concerned about you. Nobody didn't say, oh, damn, let's leave Brian now. Oh, my God, what's going on? No, no. People band together because they said, you know what? I know Brian has done some XYZ, but nobody don't want nobody sick. So for the mere fact that people were concerned about you and didn't leave you in that time of need during that time, hell, we didn't know what you had. You just told us you had some blood clots and stuff. Nobody deserted you. Nobody deserted you.
Yeah, I
People
did
band
have blood
together.
clot, and it went
Okay.
to my fucking lungs, bitch.
My thing is
That ain't
this
nothing to
though.
fucking laugh
No,
about
no,
and compare me to other
but
people. My
hello,
time
do
of
you not
sickness
hear
was very
yourself?
different.
Do you not hear yourself?
Well, why don't you calm
Exactly.
down so I can hear you?
Exactly. No,
Calm
no, Brian.
down.
You just look, y'all. I
Calm
gotta go.
down.
Brian, you just answered your question. You just answered your question right there. You were sick. It was no laughing matter, and your friend just went through something traumatic. No laughing matter. You don't get this. He was sick. It ain't he was a murderer. He was sick. He is sick, and he came to you. And when you came to the YouTube family streets, the people who
I
were
came to my
concerned about
channel
you
to talk
helped
to
you.
some people that care for me. That's who I went to. I
All
went to
right,
my channel to
Brian. You
speak
know what? I'm
freely.
so done. But let me say this: I'm not gonna argue
Well,
with
why
you
are you so
anymore.
upset? Why
I'm
are you
not.
getting
I'm
so
not.
upset and
No, 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 no,
flustered?
no, no. No, I'm
Why
not
are you so
flustered,
done
Brian.
for what?
No, sir. I'm not flustered. You just answered my question. See, this is it. I don't need to say any more. For the mere fact that you just said what you said, it's a
Well,
closed book. It's a closed book to me.
well,
So I'm done. But you
I just
just
hate that it was
answered your own
commentary in
question.
this manner. This is a serious
No, sir.
situation,
You just
and I
answered
just
your
felt like
question.
I can
Because
go to
that
my
man was
channel.
killed. Because you
I
tried to
just
make
felt
the
like I
man
can
a
go to my
murderer.
channel
The
and
man
just,
ain't a
speak
murderer. But
freely
my thing is,
without
no,
people
no, no, no,
twisting
no,
my
no. But Brian,
words
you just
and
answered your
calling me all
question.
type of names because of how I handled the
I didn't call you.
situation.
I didn't call you any names. I called you what you
Well,
said
well,
about yourself.
well, you called me
I
a
called
bad
you what you
friend.
called it. That's what you
You called me
said.
a
That's
bad
what you
friend.
said. That's what you said. That's what you said. I didn't say that. That's what you said. I only repeated what you said on that video. But my thing is this: you asked me a question. You were sick. You did have an issue, and the
Yeah,
people,
I
at
did.
least the one that no one left you
Almost
behind.
died in the parking lot of a
People,
hospital. Yeah, you're
people,
absolutely
people,
right.
people were concerned.
You're
And
right.
when you left that damn hospital, people were even more upset because they were
Well,
still concerned for your health. So
okay,
when
well,
you were
this is
even
months
concerned,
later.
when
Let
you
that
weren't
go.
even
Over
concerned,
six,
hold on,
7 months
when you
ago.
weren't even concerned for your health, other people were concerned for your health. When you left out that hospital
You
during
don't
that
know what I was
hurricane,
concerned about.
during that
You don't know. I
hurricane,
got my
during that
prescriptions and I wanted to
hurricane,
go
during
home.
that
I wanted
hurricane,
to go.
and you said that water was coming through your window. People were still
Oh
concerned
my
about
God,
you,
this is a
child. I'm
joke,
so
man.
done.
This is a joke.
It ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. Again, it's reality really hitting you saying that, Brian. You
No,
know
it's
what?
not reality. I'm
No,
a
it
good
is
person.
because you
I'm a
you were
beautiful
sick
person.
and
I
people
love
still were
people,
concerned about
the
that.
ones that
Okay, but
love
Brian, let
me.
me say this. Let me say this. I only said what you said. So don't get it twisted. It's not like I went and said this. You said it on your video.
I'm not upset.
Go back and watch your video. I'm
I'm
not
literally
upset either.
smoking right
But
now.
you know
I'm
what?
not upset. I'm
When
having a great
talking to
morning.
you, but when talking to you, you have to be at this level because you are a gaslighter and
I'm
you
not a
ask
gaslighter
questions.
for
Yes, you
nothing.
are. Yes, you
Okay,
are.
so
Yes, you
explain to me,
are.
how am
Because
I
at
a
the end of the day,
gaslighter?
it wasn't about you. It was about your friend.
But
You made that
explain to me,
whole
how am I
thing
a
about
gaslighter?
you and not
First
your
of all,
friend.
let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation before you go to work.
I'm good. I'm good.
I
Brian,
always
I'm
enjoy
good.
your
I'm
morning
good.
live. First of
I enjoy
all,
my lives,
I
but Brian,
I
I'm
live
gonna
for
say
your
this.
morning
I'm gonna
live.
say
So
this.
I would love to have a
I'm good.
conversation.
But Brian,
Maybe,
I'm gonna say this.
I would
I'm
love to have a
good.
conversation, not no
I'm
hostile
good.
situation like this.
I'm not. First of all, I'm not hostile. You gotta talk to you like this because again, you have to bring the points out. You asked the questions. You were sick. The people didn't leave you. The people stood there with you. And when you didn't even care enough to stay in that hospital for yourself, folk were livid because they wanted you to do well. So don't sit here and act like, oh, we did this. You didn't do your friend right. But I'm glad that you rectified the
But
situation and you
no,
called.
what I did. Okay,
I'm glad that
okay.
you called your friend and rectified the situation, and that's a good thing. And I'm glad that he said, "Oh, understandable things happen." I'm glad that that
Yeah,
happened.
thank
So
God he
now we
did
move
too
on.
as well.
But my thing is this though:
Yeah,
the
you're right.
beginning of it, it wasn't
You're
right.
right.
It was not right, and that's it.
But I
That's all
would
I'm
like to
saying.
say this though, if I'm allowed to say this, please, and then I'll leave you to your good morning. I would just like to say that I did a service to my friend because I didn't act on that first initial reaction. I took time and I got feedback. People emailed me, believe it or not, last night, and they told me some of their stories last night, and I, just different scenarios and things that took me time to process because some people don't believe in processing. They want people to act on emotion. And I'm learning to just sit back and think, and like I said, I appreciate everybody that donated to me and wished me well when I was at my sickest. But at the same time, this is something that I've never experienced. This was somebody that I would talk to on an intellectual, that was the basis. It didn't lead with sex or nothing like that. It leads with conversation. It leads with, interaction
And Ron, we didn't say
you
that.
know,
We knew that. You explained that 10, 20
well,
times. So we
well,
got that. We got that. But my thing
first
is
of
this:
all, okay,
could
well,
you
you have a
sit
good day,
could you
Pastor. Okay?
but could you sit and listen to your friend? Could you just sit there in it and
I
listen
did
to him
last
and go
night.
through it?
I did last
Okay.
night. Is the point
All right.
is the point I was trying to
I
make.
got it.
And and sometimes it's okay. Everybody is not like the same. Everybody is not the same. Sometimes people handle stuff differently, and that's where I feel like we are losing each other as Americans, as people. Like we just don't need to make somebody say, "Well, I would do it this way. They should do it this way." People are allowed to be different. People are allowed to process and handle things. You don't know what I was going through after, before hearing that news. You don't know what I'm dealing with in my everyday life. So how
But
dare
your friend
people?
was going
No,
through. Your
but
friend was
so
going
what?
through
I
something. But you know
processed
what?
it.
You know what though? This is so
Oh my
Trump
God,
esque,
this is not healthy.
and
This is
this is
not
why you
healthy.
like Trump. This is why you like Trump. This conversation is
This
so
is why I
Trump
like
esque
Trump. What does Donald Trump got to do with anything?
because
What the fuck
because
are you?
he
You sound
because
you
because he
you sound
because
like
he's
an idiot. You sound
narcissistic.
stupid.
No. He's narcissistic. He never sees the person's point of view. You don't. This is your friend's situation. Your friend was going through an illness, and
How you
Brian,
gonna tell me I didn't see his point of view when we talked last night?
you made it
You
about
are a
you.
gaslighter.
I'm
That's
talking
what
about
you do
no.
every day,
I'm
all
talking
day
about
is gaslight people.
I'm talking
And the
about
sad part about it, you get ad revenue
no,
for
Brian.
gaslighting.
Thank you.
That is
You
your
know what,
fucking
Brian?
motive. Is
Brian,
to
it's all good.
gaslight people
Brian,
all day long. So
you
you don't know what the
upset.
fuck you're talking
You
about.
upset.
I'm a good
And
friend.
go
We had
ahead
a
and do
very
it.
long
You
conversation
upset.
last
I'm
night.
glad that you called the man, and I'm
Yes,
glad
we
you
had a
got
very
it
long,
together.
good
I'm glad
conversation, a
that you got it
productive
together
conversation.
because it was wrong
Yeah.
what you did to him at the
Well,
beginning,
so
and I'm
what?
glad that he
You've
was.
done wrong stuff
I
in
am
your life.
glad that he was.
So I don't
I'm
judge
glad
you
that
for
he
your
was.
wrong.
I am
I don't
glad that
hold
he
you
was
for your
big
fucking
enough.
wrong, and you ain't gonna hold
I'm
me for
glad that
mine.
I am glad
You're
that
not
he
gonna
was
hold me
big
for my
enough
wrong.
to go
So
ahead and
whatever
say,
you
you
say,
know
you
what?
are a
No
professional
issue.
gaslighter
No,
all day,
no
every fucking day.
issue. And that's it.
That is your
Look at
job
him.
to
You get
gaslight
mad. But
people.
my thing is
So
this.
I'm
You
not
came
mad.
right on here
You
and
sound
you said
angry.
what you said. Brian, you something else. I tell you something else. I'm telling you something else. And my thing is you still don't get it. And thank God that the man was big enough to do that. And I'm glad that you called him back. This is what you said. Again, all I'm saying is what you said. You're getting mad over stuff that you said.
Man, this is funny,
Y'all
Brian.
see
Don't get
this?
mad. Laugh at it. Laugh at this shit. Laugh at this shit. My
Yeah,
friend said, "I
the
love you,
friend. You're
Brian." Is
right,
what he
Diva.
told me last night.
The friend did forgive him. So
Man, listen,
that's
my
the
friend
issue.
told me, look. In fact, we're going to be eating lunch really, really soon. So I don't care what you say. I'm a good person, and
Well,
I handle stuff
Brian, you don't
differently.
have to
Okay,
prove anything to us. You just
and
said it
I'm
on your
not.
video.
I'm just
My
letting
thing
you
is this,
know.
Brian.
I'm not though.
You
And
said it
listen, I
on your
still love
video.
you, Pastor. I love
It
you,
doesn't matter
and I
whether
want
you
you to
love me
have
or
a
not,
great.
Brian.
I want
But
you to
go
have a
watch
great
the
morning
video.
show.
You go have one too. Go have one too, Brian. But you said it on
Well,
your
and I hate
video.
that we
And
have
my
to
thing
leave
is
it
this.
off
That's
like this.
it.
But what if something
No, you
happened?
don't hate
What
it.
if something
Don't
happened?
hate
Are we
it.
gonna leave it
I'm
off
just
like this with each other?
I'm glad that those people reach out to you to help you
Oh my
process
God!
and
I swear I
internalize
don't be
something
doing nothing
that
to
you
you. I
should.
don't do nothing to you, and you just get
But Brian,
angry. You get upset. You
it's
get the
not. I'm
huffing and
not angry.
puffing.
First of all, I'm not
You're
angry.
screaming. You're
I'm
doing
not.
all this and all
No,
that for
sir.
what?
No, sir. Because we got to deal with you.
Oh my!
I'm not
Where's my
angry.
lighter? My
I
God!
haven't abandoned my friends. I haven't abandoned my friends in their time of need. That's not my ministry. That's not my testimony. So anyway, why am I going to be angry about something that I
I
don't
didn't
do?
abandon shit. You don't know if this man told me
Child,
this yesterday. You don't know if he told me this the day
oh,
before.
honey,
Well, hold up. Well,
child.
please, can I get a
My
little
thing is this,
respect,
Brian.
please?
The only thing
Please,
I
can I
can
get a
go
little
through is what
respect?
the only thing I can go through is what you told us in your
But can I
video.
get a
So
little
either,
respect,
so
though? And let
either,
me just
so
have the nerve
either,
to say this.
so either you lied or your video is
I'm not lying
lying
about
on you.
shit.
Okay
I'm
then.
not lying
So
about
you,
nothing. Why
because
would I
again,
need to lie about something that's happened to me?
we only
I think
talking
the
about
people
your
know I don't
video.
do that. I come and I be honest on my
The people.
channel. And
Okay,
that's what
Brian.
gives y'all the
Well,
right to
Brian,
criticize what the
Brian.
fuck I do, bitch.
It was really nice talking to you. It seems
Well,
like
you
we're
have a good
neighbors.
morning as
I gotta
well.
go, but it was nice talking to you. God bless you, like you said, and I'm glad that your friend was nice enough to forgive you for that transgression. But you right, honey. This is crazy. Yeah, my mic is low today because I'm not gonna do all that arguing. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. How you gonna blame the man? And what's really interesting is the man going through something, and you make it about you. And then you bring it on YouTube, you talk about it, and people discuss it, and now you get mad at the people for discussing it. Do you think that people are gonna say, "Oh, Brian," because this is what Brian really wants? "Oh, Brian, oh, you go through so much, Brian, and you really such a good friend, Brian." But the thing is, y'all, I'm only saying what Brian said. Brian was the one who said that he was a bad friend for deserting that man. But I'm glad that somebody talked to Brian because he said people emailed him, talked about their situation, and I'm glad that he came to his senses and called that man, and they got it together. So that's what I'm happy about. But anyway, y'all, I really gotta go. I don't know why he getting upset. Only thing I'm saying is what he said. These are his words, not mine. As Stump Down would say, these are his words, not mine, not mine. And then he wanted to call the man a murderer. That man ain't no murderer. So don't even put that man in that position. That man ain't killed umpteen people. That man is sick. And so I brought up the situation when he was sick and nobody abandoned him when he was up there laying up there at that hospital sick. And then the people had more compassion and more concern about him leaving the hospital than he had for himself. But yet it's everybody. It's always us against him. It's always, and you get tired of that. And the reason, and I'm not angry, you all, I'm not upset. But when you talk to Brian, you gotta be in this space because Brian always wants sympathy. He always wants XYZ. And I'm sorry. I can't give it to you because it's terrible. So anyway, y'all, I gotta leave. Y'all have a good one. It is sad. It is Dez, and he can't even see it. And then he wants to blame. Oh, you always. No. It's an observation. I only saw what you put out there. I didn't add nothing. I didn't take nothing away. I only said what you said. Brian said he was a bad friend. Now all of a sudden he called the man, and they cool now. Now he's a good friend. But yesterday he was a bad friend, and we only talking about that. And then talking about I don't owe you nothing that I told. Well, again, if you didn't tell you felt so compelled to tell us about what you did, so you should at least felt compelled us to tell us about the reconciliation. Child, let me go.
It's crazy as cat Pete, and then want to call somebody else crazy and all of this stuff. And you overly invested in my business. Well, you told it, and we talking about it. So y'all, let me go. Peace and love. Bye. Have a good one.